Have a quorum, but I guess let's give him a minute since he was going to attend. And Kara, I probably should have emailed you in advance, but I'm just remembering that we left the public hearing open. So I assume I do not reopen it today. We just start the meeting. And then, is that correct?
I believe so, but let's let Adam weigh in on that.
Yes, Adam, could you?
Yeah, I mean, it's not really, yeah, I guess you could reopen it. That's probably okay terminology. Again, it's already open, so you can just proceed with that public hearing. Maybe a better way to state it.
Yes, okay. And then if that's the case, maybe we don't need to have general comments at the beginning of the meeting, or do we still?
I don't believe so. I don't think that was on the agenda. Is that right?
It's on the agenda. It's on every agenda we have. So I just wasn't sure.
If it's on the agenda, we should allow
Okay,
it.
great. Thanks. And I see we've got Gary. And so I think we have everyone.
Before we start, can we just double check Gary's sound?
Hi.
Hi.
Great. Hello. All right. Well, I'll go ahead and start the meeting. This is the May 14th, 2021 meeting of the Landmark Preservation Commission. I'll call this meeting to order. And let's start with introductions of the commissioners. I'll get started since I'm already talking. My name is Kelly Wemple. I'm an architect and I was nominated by the American Institute of Architects. Next up, oh, I don't have my list of alphabetical in front of me, but I can figure this out. Brad.
Hi, my name is Brad Gassman. I'm an architect nominated by History Colorado.
Thanks, Brad. Aaron.
Hi, I'm Erin Hummel. I'm a landscape architect nominated by the American Society of Landscape Architects.
Thank you. Julie.
Hi there. I am Julie Johnson. I am a historic preservation project manager, and I am from the community at large.
Gary.
I am Gary Petrie. I'm an architect, and I was nominated by the Denver Planning Board.
And Erica.
I'm Erica Warzel. I'm an architectural historian and preservation consultant from the community at large.
Great. All right. Thank you, everybody. So at the beginning of every Landmark Preservation Commission meeting, we do reserve some time for public comments. This is not for any project that will be on today's agenda, but just for preservation matters in general. Is there anyone on the line who would like to make a public comment? And just a reminder, it's up on the screen, but if you're joining us by phone, you'll have to email landmark@denvergov.org with your name, phone number, and what project you'd like to speak on, or if it's just general public comment. And if you're joining via computer, you can use the hand raise function of Zoom. It should be on the bottom of the screen. So at this time, please raise your hand or send an email. Heidi or Kara, I'm not sure which of you is monitoring attendees. Is there anyone who joined by phone today?
Hey, Kelly, it's Heidi. There are a few phone call-in listeners.
Okay.
And you should be able to, if you called in, you should be able to use that raise hand function if you hit *6.
Good to know. Great.
So, but otherwise I don't see any raised hands.
Okay. Sounds good. Then if we don't have any general public comments, we will go ahead and resume the public hearing that was started the other day.
Actually, we're not there yet. There's another matter first on the agenda.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. This is a business item. Okay, so let's review our business items. And as you can see up on the screen, there's the process for business items. I'll go ahead and announce the item, and then staff will introduce it. then we can have an applicant or owner presentation, which is up to 10 minutes long. And then we'll open it up for public comments, and then the commission will move into deliberation. So the business item on our agenda today is 2021L-002 at 1565 Winona Court. And Kara, would you like to introduce the business item?
Yes, so through the conversations that we've had this week, and as of this morning, we have received a letter from both the owner and the applicants requesting an extension of the 90-day deadline to October 8th. So per our 30-6, if a designation is not designated within 90 days by the receipt of a complete application, that it would be terminated. But 30-7 allows for the extension of time limits. And so any time limit set forth in this chapter may be extended by mutual consent of the commission, the owner, and the applicants. And so for the LPC process, like I said, the current deadline is June 28th. They are requesting an extension of the deadline to October 8th. So the LPC would vote for an extension. And Adam may provide a little guidance on this, that we could continue the LPC public hearing date to the date certain. We had talked with the applicants of that being in August 17th or August 3rd. You guys both should, or you all should have received the staff report, as well as the letters from here is from the property owner and then from the applicants as well, requesting an extension of the deadline. It was extended or requested by the applicants to be October 8th. So that we could avoid some of September has a number of Jewish, avoid those. We wanted to extend it a little bit into October in order to have a public hearing if needed before City Council in October, and not have it fall on any Jewish holidays. So that was the reason for the extension into that time period. And so we have a proposed motion that is in the staff report as well as that's here on the screen. And I believe there are applicants and owners present if they would like to be heard or speak. I think they're here just in case you guys have any questions based on my communication with them, but they have both submitted signed letters requesting the same extension and date.
Thank you, Kara. Before we open it up to applicants, are there any questions that commissioners have for staff? Nope. Okay. Would the applicants like to present any additional material, or are they just available for question and answer? I was unclear about that.
I believe they're here. They are available for question and answer, and you can bring them over if you'd like, if they, in case they have anything additional to say.
Okay. Then why don't we bring them over and see if the applicants have anything additional to add to this. If you do, please unmute yourself when you're ready. Start with your name and address for the record, and you have up to 10 minutes. And Fievel, I see you've unmuted yourself. Did you have anything that you'd like to discuss today?
Well, the only thing I would say is that we don't have anything to discuss today.
Okay, great. Just wanted to confirm and give you the opportunity. Are there any questions for the applicants? Nope. Okay, then thank you. Sounds like we're good. And I assume it's the same with the owner. Is the owner present? And were they hoping to make any statement today?
I believe, since I'm sharing my screen, I can't actually see all of the people present, but I believe, yes, Steve, who is representing the owner, I knew he was on. I don't know if Daniel, the owner, is on.
Hi, yes, I think Daniel should be on, but we don't have anything to add. If you guys have any questions, please let us know.
All right, thank you. And I see some commissioners shaking their head no, so I assume there are no questions for the owner as well. All right, Well, thank you all for being present, just in case. If there are no further questions, I believe we need to open it up for public comment. Is that correct? So let's open it up for public comments. If you have a comment to be made on behalf of this business item, please use the hand raise function at this time. Okay, I'm not seeing any hands raised. Kara and Heidi, do you see anything?
I don't see anything, but just in case, because calling in can be a little difficult, I'm going to unmute phone number 6402 in case they have a comment.
And if you don't have a comment, just go ahead and say no comment and we'll move on.
I'm now going to unmute phone number 8739.
Hi, I'm the owner. I'm Daniel Stoltz. I don't have anything to say.
Thanks, Daniel. Any other phone numbers, Heidi?
Nope, it looks like.
Okay. Great. Then let's go ahead and move into deliberation. Is there any discussion? I think we talked about it just 2 days ago, and it sounded as though all of us felt it seemed appropriate to allow further time for the applicants and owner to discuss a possible win-win scenario. See if they can come to any compromises, or is there anything anybody wants to talk about now? Any concerns? No? Then who is going to make the motion?
Madam Chair, this is Julie. I'll make the motion.
Thanks, Julie.
Sure. I move to approve an extension of the 90-day time limit in the DRMC section 30-6 parentheses 1 parentheses BV to October 8, 2021 for the proposed designation of 1565 Winona Court.
Thank you, Julie. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Erin. All right, so I will call for the vote. Brad?
Aye.
Erin?
Aye.
Julie?
Aye.
Gary?
Aye.
Erica?
Aye.
Kelly? Aye. All right, the vote is unanimous and the motion passes, so the deadline will be extended. Adam, if you could advise me on, since technically we had a business item and public hearing, but this moves our public hearing.
No, you just did the business item.
I-
Now we need to vote on a further continuation of the public hearing because it was continued until today.
Gotcha. So we need to do that until a date certain, right?
Correct.
Okay.
And
Thank
you
you.
do not need to get any public comment on this. It can be
Okay.
just purely a continuation that's agreed to by the commission through a motion.
Okay. Great. Thank you for clarifying that process. This is a unique situation that we really haven't come across, at least not in my time. So let's go ahead, and that's the end of our business items on today's agenda. So let's resume the public hearing that began on Wednesday of this week. And that's for the same project 2021L-002 at 1565 Winona Court. So I take it we don't really need Kara, we don't need a staff presentation on this, correct?
No, just
Okay.
a date certain.
Great.
Um,
And have you talked about a potential date certain that would work?
Yeah, we had talked about a date in August, either August 17th, I think was the one we had talked about. We could also look at August 3rd, but we had talked about both of those in order to have the LPC prior to September and then on into.
And both of those work with the schedule so that they'd have enough time to go to city council, et cetera, before the deadline? Okay. And you've already discussed with the applicant that either of those dates are sufficient for them?
Yeah, we talked about that the dates in August would be fine.
Okay.
So
Then should we maybe go with August 17th to give them the maximum amount of time for discussions?
I would agree with that.
Okay.
Kara, has discussion happened with the owner as well? Are those dates fine with them?
Via conversations with Steve Charbonneau, who is the facilitator, but I have not directly talked to Steve or Daniel about it. But via those conversations, the August 17th date would work. If either Steve or Daniel that does not work, please let us know.
Yeah, and so I think Steve, you can unmute yourself if you'd like to speak, and I think we need to unmute Daniel if he needs to chime in.
Yes, that date is fine for me. And Daniel's, he's on the phone. His number's 8739 if you want to unmute him so he can speak.
Heidi, could you unmute him?
Yes, I just asked him to unmute.
Great.
Yeah, those dates work fine with me.
Okay, perfect.
Yep.
Thanks for confirming that. Okay, then let's move forward. Would one of the commissioners like to make the motion to continue this to August 17th?
I will give it a go. This is Erica.
Thanks, Erica.
I move to continue the public hearing for application 2021L-002-1565 Winona Court to a date certain on August 17th, 2021.
Thank you, Erica. Do we have a second?
Madam Chair, I'll second that.
Thanks, Julie. All right, I will call for the vote then. Brad,
Aye.
Aaron,
Aye.
Julie,
Hi.
Gary,
Aye.
Erica,
Aye.
Kelly, aye. All right, we have a unanimous vote. So the motion passes and we will see this public hearing back on August 17th. That's the end of our agenda today. Thank you all for joining us, and I'll go ahead and close the meeting. Thank you.
Aye.
Thank you, everybody.
Have a great weekend.
Thank
too.
you all for all the extra effort. We're very grateful.
Of course.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank
Bye-bye.
you.